Good afternoon and welcome to day number 238. My name is Mary and today's story title is Matthew Called. Among the Jews, there was one class of men who were hated and despised more than any other: the publicans. These were the men who collected the tax the Roman rulers laid on the land. Many of these publicans were selfish, grasping, and cruel. They robbed the people, taking more than was right. Some of them were honest men, dealing fairly and taking no more than was owed. But because so many were wicked, all publicans were hated and were called sinners by the people. One day, when Jesus was going out of Capernaum to the seaside, followed by a great crowd of people, he passed a publican who was seated at his table, taking money from the people who came to pay their taxes. This man was named Matthew, or Levi. For many Jews had two names. Jesus could look into the hearts of men, and he saw that Matthew might help him as one of his disciples. He looked at Matthew and said, "Follow me." At once the publican got up from his table and left it to go with Jesus. All the people wondered when they saw one of the hated publicans with the disciples. But Jesus knew that Matthew would eventually do something that would help the world. Many years after this, Matthew wrote the Gospel according to Matthew, a book that tells us so much about Jesus and gives us the words that Jesus spoke to the people. Jesus chose Matthew knowing he would write this book. A little while after Jesus called him, Matthew made a great feast for Jesus at his house. He invited many publicans and others the Jews called sinners. The Pharisees saw Jesus sitting among these people, and they said with scorn to his disciples, "Why does your master sit at the table with publicans and sinners?" And that was the word of the Lord. Now we come to our discussions. Why did people hate the publicans? Number one, why did the people hate the publicans? The second part to question number one says, what did many of the publicans do? What did many of the publicans do? Number two, why did Jesus choose the publican Matthew as a disciple? Why did Jesus choose the publican Matthew as a disciple? Number three, what did Matthew do as soon as Jesus called him? What did Matthew do as soon as Jesus called him? And that was our last question for day 238. Again, it is really nice to have you with me. Thank you for being there. listening, viewing, and believing most of all. So may God bless us all. Till next time. Bye bye for now.